Tip number 11, scaffold work. Start with the basics and progressively increase the difficulty. The problem is that a lot of teachers want to teach something and they think of it at a higher level, and they try and teach students at that high level, and then the students that get left behind, they don't actually understand and they feel like they don't want to learn anymore. So what you want to do is you want to scaffold your content, or you want to scaffold your activities. So what you want to do is teach students step by step until they are able to do something. When you scaffold content, teach them the basics first. Give them a solid foundation, and then you progressively add more content to it so that they can master the whole thing. Just because we are at a certain level doesn't mean that all our students will be able to reach that from the very start. You need to raise your students up by using scaffolding in your lessons. Teacher tip number 12. Never let them control your emotions. Be the mighty oak standing firm in the breeze. Students will test you. This is part of life. Don't ask for them not to test you. Ask to be stronger. By growing in confidence and growing in strength as a teacher and as an individual, the comments students make or the attacks or the nasty words or whatever they're doing won't affect you. When students see that they can't affect you and they can control your emotions, you will be much stronger and be able to take control of the classroom. Expect students to test you, and every time you get that test, smile, because when you pass it and you show I am a strong individual, you will also grow and you will be a better teacher in their eyes. Think of it logically and don't play into their games. You are the adult. You are not a student. You are not going to play games with them. So disengage if they want that emotional reaction. Just say, listen, I'm not going to play these games. I'm sorry, those are the rules and that is what we're going to do. And they can say anything to you. Remember, the one that loses control is the loser. You want to be the teacher, the adult. You control your emotions. Nobody else can influence the way you feel. Think back on your strongest teachers. Anything you say against them, it would just bounce off. So, tip number 12, never let students control your emotions. Keep strong and don't let them affect you. Teacher tip 13, rephrase when students don't understand. Always give them a second chance to answer. When you ask the students a question or you explain something, and they don't immediately understand or they don't immediately answer correctly, rephrase the question in simpler language so that gives them another opportunity to answer. Also, some students might not understand the first time, and by rephrasing what you said, it gives them another opportunity to understand what you're teaching them. This is very important. Often in my English classes, I would ask the students a question and they would be quiet or not understand. And then I ask it to them again and just slightly change it or make it easier. And then the second time they understand. Remember, as teachers, we should be patient and we should allow our students to succeed. So rephrase your questions, rephrase the way that you teach something, because there might be someone who doesn't understand. So give them a second chance.